Welcome to Hubba-Wha, a Muppet quiz show brought to you by ToughPigs.com. It's America's new favorite game show where Muppet fans, Muppet professionals, and everyone in between competes for fabulous prizes and to see who's this week's toughest pig. I'm your host, Evan G. of ToughPigs.com. Today on Hubba-Wha, our contestants will be testing their Muppetational mettle with a series of questions themed around the Muppets' first theatrical adventure, The Muppet Movie. This is my personal favorite Muppet movie, so I'm thrilled to be here asking questions to you. After all, dis fleam is ookie dookie. Of course, this is the kind of quiz show that gets better the more people you share it with. So I'm thrilled to have two terrific contestants with me today. Joe Hennes of ToughPigs.com and Master Muppet Maker Emily Engel. As always, these questions were written by me with help from that amazing Muppet resource, Muppet Wiki. And speaking of, let's agree to play fair today. Please don't look at Muppet Wiki or any other resource while playing. We here at Hubba-Wha eat drums and beat drums, but we don't cheat drums or the quiz show. We don't cheat that either. You get it. So why don't we get things started? In our first round, we'll meet our contestants. It's a round we like to call To Tell a Face. Contestants, you are going to buzz in to answer 3 questions about yourself. Whoever buzzes in first will get introduced first. Ready?
No.
Go. All right, Joe, you're up first. Here's your 3 questions for this very challenging round. First of all, what's your name?
Oh boy, I was not prepared. I didn't do any research on this. Hi, I'm Joe Hennes. That's my name.
10 points right there.
Whew, almost stumped me on that one.
What is your history with the Muppets, or this movie in particular?
Well, my claim to fame is that I am one of the co-owners of Muppet fan site ToughPigs.com. So, I've only written about 2,500 articles about the Muppets over the last 15 years. I don't know if that's enough history, but it's quite a history for me, at least. My history with this.
Yeah, this movie in particular?
For sure. I've seen it about 9,000 times. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's probably the greatest Muppet movie of all time. And, I couldn't even tell you the first time I've seen it because I started preparation for this quiz show at a very young age. I will say, because I've seen this movie so many times and because I consider myself to be, one of the more knowledgeable people about the Muppet movie in this world. I did not watch the movie just before this taping, so hopefully that will kind of put me down a notch, and it'll also give me an excuse if I forget anything or get anything wrong.
Sounds good. And lastly, who's your favorite Muppet who appears in this movie?
Ooh, because a lot of Muppets appear in this movie. It's hard to beat Fozzie Bear.
Technically, almost all of the Muppets that existed prior to 1979 appear in this movie.
No, it's hard to beat Fozzie Bear. He's a big deal. But I'm going to give a close number 2 to Wendell Porcupine.
He's there.
Because I can. He's there. I saw him.
He's there. All right. So in total for this round, Joe, you have earned 20 points. You're on the board.
Only 20. Wait, I answered 3 questions, or were the second 2 both 5 points each?
The others were worth less because it's so much easier to name your favorite Muppet than it is to remember your own name. So it's only worth half as many points.
All right, I'll take my 20 points gladly. Thank you.
Emily, let's hear from you. First of all, what's your name?
Joe Hennes. No, wait. It's Emily Engel.
Nice save.
Yes, thank you.
Emily, what's your history with the Muppets or this movie in particular?
Ooh, well, I wish I could give you a date as to the first time I saw this movie, but I know I was a wee tot when that happened, and I'm fairly certain my parents plunked me down in front of it to truly experience the magic that was the late 70s Jim Henson. Obviously grew up on Sesame Street, knew all about it. So had that beginning to it. That, like Joe, I think is my favorite Muppet movie by far. I think it's the most pure. I think it's the most magical. And I think so much trial and error went into it that it makes it incredibly special.
All right. And Emily, who's your favorite Muppet who appears in this movie?
He's sitting next to me.
Oh,
And his name is Sweetums. And he has joined us for this taping. I promise you he's not going to give away any answers, but he wanted to hang out and say hi. And he's the one for me.
to be fair, I don't know how much he'd be able to help because he missed the screening. So I'm not confident he's ever seen the movie.
But he did. He made it at the end.
He
got
did.
it. He did. Perseverance.
All right. So, Emily, you've got 20 points as well. So the score is tied 20 to 20.
Boy.
Close game.
Oh,
Still
geez. Here we
anyone's
go.
game.
All right.
Boy.
So moving right along, let's do some musical warm-ups in our next round, which we call What's My Part? Here, I'll sing a line from a song from the Muppet Movie, and you have to reply with the next line in the song. You don't have to sing, but you are on a Muppet podcast, so you certainly can. Each right answer is going to be worth 1 point. Buzz in when you know the answer, but please wait until I'm done with the question so our friends at home can play along. Right. I just want to make this clear. I'm not going to be starting at the beginning of the songs because that would be too easy. So I'm going to be starting at random places. So let's try this. All right. Remember, buzz in when I'm done with the verse and you will be able to answer. Question 1. Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Joe?
Look what they've done so far. Or am I in the wrong verse? Did I get it wrong?
So Joe actually, because you're Joe, I'm actually gonna not give you points for that because it's look what it's done so far.
No!
Oh,
You're right. You're totally right. It's so hard when you don't start at the beginning of the song.
I know.
I didn't think it would be that hard, but it was.
Because I was like, anyone else I probably would have given that to because it was very close, but you should know better, Joe.
No, you're totally right.
Shame.
I am ashamed. Look what I've done so far.
Oh, I should have given Emily the chance to steal. Oh.
No, it would have been useless because I was hearing it, but just the words are not there.
Okay. Second one. California, here we come, that pie in the sky land, palm trees and warm sand.
Yeah.
Emily.
Oh God. Is it Together We Can Make It?
No. Joe,
No.
Joe, do you want to steal?
Though sadly we just left Rhode Island.
Oh,
I will give that to you. The version
Did I get another word wrong?
The version I found said, but sadly we just left Rhode Island, but that feels closer to being right than switching the it and they. You only got one word. I'll give you that one.
Oh, thank you.
So off.
You were just elsewhere in the song. You were right, just not, not immediately following. There was a rhyme in there.
Okay, number 3. Crazy as a rocket, nothing in my pocket. Joe?
Crazy as a rocket, nothing in my pocket. I keep it at the rainbow's end.
Correct.
Oh, a song that means nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that's the hardest song in here, though. We'll get there.
Oh boy.
Question 4. I don't mean to scare ya, my friend, but I betcha. Joe.
Come Father's Day, the litter bug's gonna get ya.
Correct. Question 5. And I don't think I can. It's not really in my key. Not that I've been singing any of these well, but this one's really not in my key. Never before have two souls joined so freely and so fast.
Ooh, that's tough.
I started this one at the beginning.
Yeah, wait. I can remember like a few of the words, but I'm not going to get the whole thing right. I'll take a guess.
All right.
To me, this is the first time and the last. It's close. It's not right.
I'll give this one as well. It's for me, but it's pretty hard to understand Miss Piggy in this song to begin with.
Again, a song that kind of means nothing. Like, it's hard to follow. She's just saying words. You know what I mean?
That's the song that I think is the hardest to remember, that I have no idea what 90% of the lyrics are to that song.
I don't think Kenny Asher knows 90% of the lyrics to that song.
Here's a song that I do know all of the lyrics to. Question 7. There's not a word yet for old friends who've just met. Joe?
Part heaven, part space, or have I found my place?
Correct.
Ooh.
These are getting harder.
They are getting harder.
Question 8. Now begins a changing, mental rearranging. Nothing's really where it's at. Joe?
Aurora Borealis shining down on Dallas. Can you picture that?
Woo! I almost swore. Can you picture that?
Well, no.
Am I wrong?
You are at the wrong place in the song.
Oh no! Oh,
that's
man.
Right. Good. All right. Well, at least that's where I was going with it. Now we're both wrong, and I.
So this one is now the Eiffel Tower is holding up a flower. I gave it to a Texas cat.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna be over here, just hanging out. Joe, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Emily.
No, you know what? I know every single song that you have brought up. I know who sings it. I know when it's in the movie. I know exactly where it is. I have no concept of the lyrics. None.
Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailor? Joe.
The voice might be one and the same.
All right.
I'm so sorry to everyone who has to listen to me sing on this podcast.
I'm not doing a great job either. You okay, Emily?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. But like, I will be totally straight up with you. Anytime I watch that movie now, and I watch it all the time. I'm literally watching it to study structure. I'm watching it to get certain pieces for my replicas right. I mean, I know the film. Like I said, I know every single song and who sings it, but I am not that in tune. I'm too busy studying movements. That's the thing.
We are going to get out of the song questions very soon.
It's fine. I'm making a total ass of myself. That's fine. It's part of the game.
You are not. I feel like I'm. Like after it's all edited, it's going to sound like I'm just stepping on your toes the whole time.
Oh, I'm used to being a loser. It's fine. Continue.
Join the club.
Yeah. See?
I mean, we're all here on a Muppet podcast. So question 9, and where to find the words to sing its worth?
I can remember like half the words in the next line.
This is the thing. Like you said, I don't even know if Kenny Asher remembers these.
No, it's this is not like a real guess here, but it's something about something is made for heaven, not for earth. But I don't remember what that thing is. What was made for heaven? This love is made for heaven, not for earth.
You're
that
so
like a thing they would have written.
You're so close, but I'm not giving it to you because I don't think you're close
I don't deserve
enough.
that. No, not at all.
This love was Emily. Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Listen. I'm giving you a shot. This love,
and I appreciate that, but it's being wasted. Just go. Other one, go.
This love was bound for heaven, not for earth. So bound.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the verb is more than like when you said though instead of but. That's more important.
No.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Lastly, and we'll move on to a new round.
Thank God. Thank God, lastly.
It's the patriotic part of the quiz show. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. Emily.
For amber waves of grain.
Great. All right, Emily.
Wow. See, I mean, give me the easiest one and I will fly with it.
So,
patriotism swells in the heart of Emily.
Let's move on
Something like that, yeah.
To our next round. Nice singing. You guys are all.
That was all Joe. That was a Joe performance right there.
The sound, my soundtrack will be coming out in about 2 weeks, available at Coconuts, whatever your closest Coconuts is.
To be fair, I enjoyed listening to that more than I enjoyed listening to the Barbra Streisand Rainbow Connection.
Ooh. Sick Barbra Streisand burn.
Yeah, I'm sure Barbara's listening right now and she's crying.
Hey, Babs.
I love your work, just not that work. So we're now entering round 3, which we call the remembering game. It's trivia time. We've all seen the Muppet Movie a million times, but do you remember these specific details? Each of these questions is worth 1 point. Please wait until I finish the question to buzz in. Question 1. What is Gonzo's dream when he first meets Kermit and Fozzie? Emily.
To become a movie star in India?
Yes.
Yeah, I got one!
Specifically Bombay, India.
Okay, right.
I will.
Right, okay.
I'll absolutely give that to you.
Thank you. All right.
Question 2. Fozzie's Studebaker was left to him by his uncle. Why? Emily.
Because he's hibernating.
Correct.
Ooh, redemption. All right.
Question 3. According to Richard Pryor and Camilla, how do girls react to being given a bunch of balloons? Emily?
Gaga.
Correct. Question 4. Which actor cameos as a bar patron manhandling Fozzie Bear in the El Sleazo scene? Joe?
That's Mr. Frank Osmowitz.
It sure is Frank Oz.
I knew that too. Yay.
Someone had to move Fozzie when throwing him. Question 5. On the soundtrack album, Janice has an additional line at the end of Can You Picture That she does not say in the film version. What is it? Joe?
Like, can you get behind it? For sure, really.
Correct.
She does say it in the movie, just not.
Yeah,
not at that point in the movie. Right.
Not there, yeah.
Right.
Question 6. How much money do the Muppets have left after buying a car when you consider their $12 trade-in? Emily?
A nickel.
A nickel. You still owe us a nickel.
But did he pay up the nickel? Did Madman Mooney
I want to know that
actually,
too. I want to know
did
that.
he pony up?
Question 7. Steve Martin serves Kermit and Piggy a sparkling muscatel, one of the finest wines from which state?
Who?
Emily?
I'm gonna regret this. I think it's New Jersey.
It is not New Jersey. Good guess, though.
Okay.
Joe?
It is the finest wine of Idaho.
Correct. Idaho.
And it's an excellent choice.
New Jersey wine would be great.
I feel like I've had it.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of, Steve Martin knew that Kermit and Piggy would want what items to go with their champagne? Emily.
A straw.
Correct. Fozzie and Rolf play musical instruments when the Muppets' car breaks down in the desert. What instrument do each of them play?
Ooh.
Joe.
Rolf plays the harmonica.
Correct.
Fozzie plays, I think it's a ukulele, but it might be a tiny guitar.
You're gonna have
specify?
to choose one.
I'm going to say it's a tiny guitar.
Correct.
Oh, thank goodness. It's definitely the size of a ukulele, to be fair.
Yeah, because Fozzie is small, but it has 6 strings. I counted.
I'm glad, because I was going to check your work.
That's the only way that I could distinguish it from a ukulele. Question 10. According to Statler and Waldorf, why do the Muppets need a private screening for their new movie? Joe?
They're afraid to show it in public.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What is the full name of the used car lot where the Muppets meet Sweetums?
Oh, God. No half of it.
Joe?
I'm going to guess it's Madman Mooney's Discount Cars.
Incorrect.
Ooh.
Emily, do you remember the other half, the harder half?
Well, Madman Mooney's was the first part. I'm gonna say Madman Mooney's used cars.
It's actually Madman Mooney's Hubcap Heaven.
Wow. That's a good trivia question.
Yeah, that's great.
They don't ever say it, but you do see the sign.
It's a sign. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they just say Madman Mooney's when Uncle Milty shows up. And last question in this round. In the ghost town, we see a horse skeleton tied up outside a saloon. What other piece of Henson media, released much later, also featured this image? Emily?
I'm going to take a stab and say Labyrinth.
Incorrect. Good guess, though.
No.
It's certainly creepy enough.
That's a hard question. What piece of Henson media also featured a horse skeleton? That's pretty much the question?
Horse skeleton tied up in a ghost town.
Tied up in a ghost town. I'm going to give a random guess and say, is it an issue of the Muppet Show comic book?
Close, but incorrect. It's actually The Tale of Sand.
Oh, no way.
Worth checking out if you're not familiar with it, Emily. It's or anyone at home. It's an unpublished, it was a script Henson and Jerry Jewell wrote for a short film that never got made. And then about 10 years ago, an artist drew it as a graphic novel. So it's the script for the short film, just instead of being filmed, it's in print form. It's worth checking out, but I also needed a really hard question to end that round, and
thanks.
I wrote one.
And you found it.
Yeah.
So let's check the scores. It's actually a very close game.
Weird.
So Emily, you have 26 points. Joe, you have 31 points.
Ooh.
That is a close game. I'm so glad I got my name right at the beginning.
Yeah, it helped.
Man.
So this round is going to work a little differently. This is our head-to-head round that I like to call Beat the Time. In this round, the rules are a little different. We're going to start with Emily, and then each of you will be responsible for providing an answer to this question. After Emily responds, we'll move to Joe. After Joe responds, we'll move back to Emily. If you can't answer, your opponent will have the chance to steal. If neither player can answer, the round ends. Also, if you wait too long to answer, I'm going to have to call it as well. So I wanted to write a question about that big group scene during the Rainbow Connection finale. But I realized that if I made us just go back and forth listing Muppets who were there, we'd be here all day, right? And certain characters you can't even see that well. How hard would you have to squint to see Emmett Otter? But there are some Muppets that are very easy to see in that scene. And that's because there are 7 Muppets who are full body Muppets in that scene that stand in the back row. Do you remember who they are? And here's a clue to get you started. You know Sweetums is not in that scene because he crashes through the projector at the end.
Indeed.
This is a really hard one. There's 7, but because it's so hard, each of these is going to be worth 2 points. So Emily, we're going to start with you. Name a full body Muppet who appears in that scene.
Big Bird.
Correct. Joe?
Thog? Is Thog there?
Correct.
Oof.
Emily?
I see them. The names escape me.
Can you, since this is hard, if you can describe them, I
the blue one with the blue one that sort of looks like an elephant but isn't. And Trog.
Well, yeah, Joe said that one already.
Where was I? What did you just said that?
Joe
just said Thog.
Joe
I don't know what to tell you.
Joe just said Thog.
I totally did not hear. Okay, great.
You're right, though. He's there.
Yeah,
so
that's the one I was thinking.
But yeah, if you can describe them, I will count that because this is hard. Joe, I'll bounce back to you.
So I'm sorry to throw an obscure one out there, but I just happen to know that he's there. But Sop with the Camel.
The Camel is there. I would have just accepted Camel if you didn't remember, but there is a camel. Emily?
I'm done. I don't know. I really can't say.
Okay. Joe?
Can I ask, Evan, are you counting characters that are not full body but are standing on that same elevated platform?
No. So for instance, Harry Monster is next to them, but I am not counting him because he is not a full body Muppet.
Right. I know Two-Headed Monster is also up there, but he's not full body. Who else would be there? I don't know. Dog Lion?
Dog Lion is one. Yeah. Any others?
Let's see. Well, now I'm just guessing. Mean Mama?
Mean Mama is there.
Uh-oh. God, who else would be there? Timmy Monster?
Timmy is there.
You
need one more.
One more to wrap it up. I'm gonna guess. God, who's left of full-bodied characters? I know Snuffy is not there.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, Snuffy is not present.
I can't think of who else it would be. It's not one of the mutations, is it?
They're also not present.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it.
Call it. I'm down. I'm out.
It's Fletcher Bird, the full-bodied bird from the Muppet Show. This was a tough one again, but it's still a close game, honestly, and it's still anybody's game. We're going to move to something completely different now, and hopefully easier. We're moving into a game that I call Mystery Guest. So the Muppet Movie starts a tradition where Muppet movies have many celebrity guest stars. Most of these guest stars appeared with the Muppets in other productions, either prior to this movie or after this movie. I will describe another time this celebrity has worked with the Muppets. Your job is to tell me which celebrity it is based on that description. As always, these questions are worth 1 point, and wait until I finish to buzz in. Question 1. He previously wrote songs for Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Joe?
That would be Paul Williams.
It is Paul Williams.
Your friend and mine.
I met him.
I met him too. He's a great guy. And he's so little.
I would say he's very small.
He is.
Question 2. She taught Grover how to sing after me in a classic Sesame Street sketch. Joe?
That would be Madeline Kahn.
That is Madeline Kahn. Question 3. He visited the planet Coosbane and was turned into a burrowing alien. Joe?
That's Dom DeLuise.
That is Dom DeLuise.
He became a Myrtle-a-dop.
Question 4. In an early episode of The Muppet Show, the Muppets said that this duo should consider themselves part of the furniture. Joe?
That would be Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
Correct. Question 5. She saved the Muppet Show from being ruined by pig imposters.
I'm so sorry, Emily.
Joe?
That's Cloris Leachman.
That is Cloris Leachman. Question 6. He attempted to narrate the classic TV movie, It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie, but his character kept being interrupted. Joe?
Mel Brooks.
That is Mel Brooks.
Yes.
Weirdly enough, pretty much the only other time Mel Brooks has worked with the Muppets.
Yeah, super weird. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They've definitely like crossed paths a lot. Well, he was in Muppets Go Hollywood, but
Yes.
because he was promoting the Muppet movie.
Yeah. Question 7. Kermit, Fozzie, Gonzo, Sam the Eagle, Jim Henson, and Frank Oz were all guest stars on the pilot episode of this movie legend's never aired talk show. He's a movie legend who was in this movie. Joe?
That would be Orson Welles.
That sure is Orson Welles.
Yeah. Where he talked about Jim Henson's squeaking box of dolls.
Can you still watch that on YouTube?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'll
I hope
look.
so. If so, you should put it in the show notes.
I will if I can.
Because it's fascinating.
Question 8. He and a horse named Paul Revere sang Don't Fence Me In on The Muppet Show. Joe?
That's Bob Hope.
That is Bob Hope. Question 9. He played Santa in the 1996 TV movie Elmo Saves Christmas. Joe, I legitimately can't believe you know this.
Oh, yeah. It's Charles Durning.
It sure is Charles Durning. And last but not least, question 10. On one episode of Sesame Street, she appeared as Nina the Nice, the only nice person in Grouchy Town. Joe, for the sweep?
I'm so sorry, Emily. It's Carol Kane.
It is Carol Kane.
I have a fond memory of watching that one as a young human being, actually.
I had never seen that episode, and I need to look for it because it sounds amazing.
Definitely saw it when I was young and then didn't know that she was a celebrity until years later. I was like, oh, yeah, remember that episode where they go to Grouchland? And like, oh, hey, there's a legitimate celebrity in this one.
So for those of you at home who aren't looking at Muppet Wiki right now, or don't just remember Muppet Wiki like me, this is an episode where the characters go to Grouchy Town, which is basically like Bizarro Sesame Street. And it's like an exact duplicate of Sesame Street, except everyone is mean. And instead of Oscar the Grouch, there's Carol Kane, who is Nina the Nice.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
They did it in one episode and never returned to this idea. I guess until Elmo
until
and
they made a whole
Grouchland.
movie about it. Yeah.
Yeah, a whole movie only I like. Just wait for the Elmo and Grouchland episode of this show.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that.
I hope you get Mandy Patinkin to get on to be on.
Yeah, I'll look for him.
Although that would be incredible because, right, I don't know if anyone sees these videos, but Mandy Patinkin's been doing these videos where his son is like asking him questions about pop culture and he can't remember anything.
Yeah, there's a great one. We'll link to it in the show notes where he's trying to remember the actors who have played Batman and he cannot name a single one, even though he keeps screaming, "It's my favorite actor. He's my favorite actor in the world." And he cannot remember the name of his favorite actor in the world.
So I guarantee he would not remember a thing from his time on this set of Elmo and Grouchland.
Well, the next one we're a little more flexible with, which is going to be good because the next round is called The Triangle is Right. Usually when we play The Triangle is Right on Hubba-Wha, that means there are 3 right answers to each question, and you can score 1 point for each one. This time, some of these questions only have 2 right answers, but I liked them, so I wrote them down anyway. So for those, the line segment is right. You will always know how many right answers a question has before I ask it. I'll let you know. Remember, buzz in even if you don't know all 3 or all 2 answers. You will get points for whatever you do know, although your opponent will have the opportunity to clean up any ones that you've missed.
Oh, good. The participation trophy round.
Well, not really. So, our first question has 3 right answers. The 3 Muppets who drive automotive vehicles in this movie. Emily.
Fozzie, Gonzo, and Dr. Teeth.
Correct.
I'm glad you got that. I was struggling to remember that Gonzo drove his truck.
He does.
Because he does it for all of 3 seconds.
Yep.
Still counts.
Yeah.
Okay, question 2 has 3 right answers. The 3 props Fozzie has when he first walks out on stage. Emily.
Rubber chicken, a horn, and big sunglasses.
Correct.
Yeah, and the Groucho glasses underneath them. Yeah.
Now we're doing visual stuff. So now you're in the right territory.
Yeah, I don't know these actors. I can say I am still too young to know who most of those actors were. So there's that.
You haven't memorized who's famous in 1979?
No, I'm sorry. I was negative 6 years old then. So
question 3. There's 3 right answers here. The 3 things Rolf does once he gets home from work, but before he goes to bed.
Me.
Emily. Oh, I didn't know if that was you thinking.
Me.
Emily,
Yes.
what does he do?
Oh, he reads a book. He takes himself for a walk and has a beer. Not in that order.
Yeah, you're close. And technically, it's a couple of beers. Rolf is,
Yeah. All right. Well, he throws them back, right? But we're not going to talk about that.
Listen, I'm gonna give it to you anyway because that's certainly close enough. Question 4: the first 3 Muppets to appear on screen in this movie.
Oh, does he count?
Joe.
It's Dog Lion, Statler, and Waldorf.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Question 5 has 2 right answers. The 2 ice cream cones Fozzie buys from Bob Hope. Emily.
Honey and Dragonfly Ripple.
Correct.
Don't get them mixed up.
That's right. But I've always thought, ever since I was a kid, that honey ice cream would be really good.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
It probably exists at one of those like artisanal,
Right.
You're not going to get that at Carvel, but
No.
I bet you could find that at like a fancy ice cream place.
Sure.
Dragonfly Ripple, probably not though.
Probably not.
I bet it does. When there's like people who are making stuff with like crickets, I bet you someone has tried dragonflies.
Or
I
if
don't
it's
wanna
like a cookie dragonfly, I could go with that.
Yeah, they
But-
could do
Like a
it.
grasshopper.
They could
Right.
do it like
Yeah,
fish,
yeah.
like Ben and Jerry's fish food, where
Fish
it's not
food.
actually fish, but there's just
Right.
chocolate that looks like it.
Right.
That's why I have to add my own fish to my Ben and Jerry's ice cream because they don't put real fish in it.
You and Oscar both. Question 6. There's 2 right answers to question 6. Bunsen and Beaker's 2 inventions.
Ooh.
Joe?
So there's the Instagrow pills,
Mm-hmm.
And the do I have to get the name right?
Get it
It's
close.
their
That's what I was
automatic
struggling with.
automatic musical rain barrel.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's the musical rotating rain barrel.
Yeah.
But you were certainly close enough there. Again, question 3, and Emily, your assistant might be able to help you with this one. The 3 scenes in this movie that feature Sweetums. Emily and Sweetums?
Yeah, he's in the beginning when he's taking the seat. Right? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. That's my guess. Taking the seat from the theater at Madman Mooney's, and then at the end when he bursts through the screen.
Okay, so 2 of those are right.
Yeah, I know the first one is.
The first one's not, because again, he's not there.
He's not there,
That's
right.
actually the dog lion who takes the seat. They look similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not there.
Oh God, I know the third one. Can I?
Oh, give it to her.
Yeah. All right.
She knows it.
Sweetums is there, and you clearly know it. What's the third one?
When he bursts through the dressing rooms at the carnival.
He's just got to catch up with those guys.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Question 8. There's 2 answers to this. The 2 Muppets who do not appear in the plot of the Muppet movie proper, but do help Kermit and company build and perform the Magic Store number. Joe?
It's Crazy Harry. And I think Robin is there, right?
Robin is there. You can barely see him, but he is there.
He's so tiny. He's smaller than Paul Williams.
Only by a little. And the final question, number 9, 3 right answers. The 3 times there are jokes about Hare Krishna in the movie. Emily?
Excuse me, at El Sleazo's. At the carnival.
And your third one?
I don't remember the third. Those are the only 2.
Okay, the carnival is unfortunately not correct either.
No.
El Sleazo is 1 though, so I will give you a point there. Joe, do you know the other 2?
One of them it's on the sign in front of the church.
Yes.
Lost try Reverend Harry Krishna. And there's definitely one before the El Sleazo scene, because that's when Kermit says, "Good grief, it's a running gag."
Right.
So it must be.
I know.
It's when it's in the river with Dom DeLuise. Yeah.
Because
he's lost.
He says he's lost, right? That's why he's All right. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to do the math here.
I didn't win. You don't need to.
No. Listen, there's Final Jeopardy. It's anybody's game.
Well, if it has to do with celebrities from the 70s, just count me out.
All right. So before we get to our final round, it's time for our very special round. It's called the Anything in the World prize game. Because in this round, you are able to ask me anything in the world, or at least anything in the world of the Muppet movie. So each of you is going to have the opportunity to ask me a question about this movie. If you stump me, you earn 10 points.
Wow.
Let's start with Emily. Emily?
Well, mine is a 2-parter.
Okay.
When Doc Hopper first solicits Kermit to be in his commercials, how much does he offer him as a yearly salary?
Is it $300?
It is not.
Okay.
But I'm gonna let you. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I want you to get this first one, because then there's a follow-up second one.
Well, listen, I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna keep playing But you've earned the 10 points for this round because I did not get that correct. However,
Okay.
What is the first answer to the first question there?
500.
Okay. And
The second follow-up is, how much would that salary be in 2021 with inflation? And you can give an approximate answer within $100.
Okay, so here's the thing. We've been watching Columbo, which is from around the same time period. And Columbo tells us in one of those episodes that he makes $10,000 a year, which we saw was somewhere in the neighborhood of like 65,000. So if I can do a ratio in my head, which I can't, but if I can do a ratio in my head, is it like $3,000?
No, it's very interesting. It's actually a lot less. And Joe, didn't you guess that initially around the same amount?
I guessed 20 when we talked before this episode taping.
Right.
I guessed $2,100.
Right. And the funny thing is, there was such a jump in the inflation numbers in the 70s.
Yeah.
A little bit less towards the end. So $500 in 1979 would be approximately $1,800 in 2021. It's not a huge leap. Before that, though, that inflation was massive. Like it was several $1,000s, but towards the end of the 70s, it sort of piddled out. So
yeah,
Kermit would be making $1,800 a year and doing
every year. He'd be making
every year in 2021.
To be fair, it's hard out there for a performer, and sometimes that's the salary you have to take in theater.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that's what gets him his equity card, you know?
All right. So, Emily, you have earned 10 points because I did not get that correct. Joe, what is your question for me?
My question for you, Evan, is can you please tell me what is the year, make, and model of Fozzie's Studebaker? I picked this because I don't know anything about cars, and I hoped that you wouldn't either.
No. Okay. It's brown.
I didn't ask for the color.
And it's
not even brown for very long.
It's probably 1969, because that's the year Sesame Street debuted. And it's brown. And make, or is brown the make? Yeah, brown is the make. The model is square.
Wow, yeah, that's correct. You got it right.
Oh wow.
That's not correct. It is a
can I wait. Can I just take a stab at
Yeah, please.
If I had to guess, I would say 1946.
You said 46?
Yeah.
You are closer than Evan was.
Okay.
It is a 1951 Bullet Nose Commander. And now you know. And
now we know.
You can go to the Studebaker National Museum in South Bend, Indiana, and you can see it with your own eyeballs.
That's the only thing to do in Indiana. So, speaking of, that doesn't actually transition correctly.
Speaking of segues.
Speaking of Studebakers, we're going to drive right into our final high stakes competition. We call it Say the Word. In this round, you can wager any amount of points.
Oh, God.
If you get the question right, you earn those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. It's exactly like Final Jeopardy, except I changed the name of it because I wanted it to have the same name as a Guy Smiley skit. So, let me tell you the scores. Emily, you have 53 points.
That's incredible.
Joe, you have 70 points.
Woof. All right.
You know a lot more people who were famous in the 70s.
Well, I know a lot of Muppet Wiki articles off the top of my head.
You're going to send in your answer and your wager at the same time.
Okay.
Emily, you're not going to be able to see Joe's answer. Joe, you're not going to be able to see Emily's answer, and then we'll reveal them. Here's the question. John Landis and Frank Oz were good buddies who often appeared in each other's films. In this movie, John Landis actually performs one of Frank Oz's characters in one scene. Which Muppet, usually performed by Frank Oz, was briefly played in this movie by John Landis? Again, Emily, you have 53 points. Joe, you have 70 points. All right, so our answers are in. Joe, you bet 69 points.
Yes, I didn't mean for that to be a dirty joke. I was thinking of the year Sesame Street debuted.
Emily, you bet 0 because you said you did not have a clue.
Nope.
Joe, you said Grover. And that is correct. During the Rainbow Connection finale, we have photographic evidence. Actually, Muppet Wiki tweeted it out a couple days before this recording, although it's going to have been a while ago by the time this episode comes out. We have photographic evidence that John Landis was there performing Grover. Tim Burton was also present, although we do not seem to know which Muppet he was performing.
Or who was performing Tim Burton.
Yeah, or who was performing Tim Burton. That means that our final scores are Emily with 53 points and
face.
Joe with 139 points.
Well earned.
Thank you. I wish that we could turn those points into dollars because
Yeah, right.
otherwise there's no there's no use for all this ridiculous knowledge.
Well, Joe, you are this week's champion. And of course, you are also this week's toughest pig. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You win your choice of fabulous prizes.
Ooh.
Your choices are drinks on the house at the El Sleazo, or this magnet I made of Robin the Frog saying that he doesn't care what anybody says, he's having a great time.
Oh
That
my
is
God,
adorable.
I love that. That's so
That's
great.
so cute.
Wow. As much as I want to have drinks in the house, I don't know how to get up there, so I will gladly take the magnet.
All right.
That's so cute.
That will be coming your way. And that brings us to the end of another one. Thanks so much, folks, for participating. Emily, where can people find you on the internet if you'd like to be found?
Well, I am all over Twitter at BX Personified. And if you are interested at looking at my work, you can check out bxcustomsewn.com. It will link you directly to my Etsy page where you can have your own fabulous Muppet if you'd like.
And we will absolutely post links to that in the show notes. Joe, where can people find you if you'd like to be found?
They can find me at ToughPigs. That would be toughpigs.com, ToughPigs on Facebook, ToughPigs on Twitter, ToughPigs on Instagram, et cetera, and I also want to just give Emily some more props because her Muppet replicas are just incredible. And if you just want to look at pictures of them, you will absolutely enjoy them. And if you want to spend some money on them, then, they would be a great addition to your home. Yes, they go to a good cause, either to a charity or into Emily's pocket, which are both very good causes.
Absolutely. Both charities, too, believe me at this point.
I feel like we're all kind of in that situation. We'd all work for Doc Hopper for $300.
Something like that, yeah, probably.
And of course, you can find Tough Pigs, like Joe said, at toughpigs.com or on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you like our work and maybe, want to give us $300, you can donate to the Tough Pigs Patreon, where you can get more exclusive free stuff. And also just know that you're helping us achieve our dreams. Thanks again for being with us today on Hubba-Wha, the Muppets Quiz Show. And as always, You know, when you think about it, it's really weird how popular frog legs are in this movie. Thanks, folks.